Well, a bit late the video, but here we are with the highlights. Well, not the highlights, with the match review of Real Madrid versus Levante. And here are my notes. I'm gonna go over each player and talk about them a bit. This is I'm still figuring out the format shit. But first, I'm gonna have to throw things at the wall till something sticks. So yeah, you get it. You get the point. I just have to do it until something works. Here we have Thibaut Courtois, first guy on the pitch, and I think he just did the job he had to do. He did let a goal in, but I almost would have called that a foul. I wouldn't. I mean, I would have to explain it, but he could not get his arm out because of the player. The player was directly intervening in the goalkeeper's ability to stop the ball. Uh, but still, that was the only thing that he let it go, and there were only another shot, so he had a 50% save rate. I mean, I cannot complain about this guy. This guy is too tall and very agile. I don't know. I mean, Lunin could do a pretty good job too in goal. We'll have to see what happens once he ages and he finally gets his fucking agility done for. But for now, he's pretty good. I think 6 out of 10 is a pretty good performance. He just doesn't have enough. I mean, he doesn't. He couldn't do enough. Like, he just didn't have the chances to show himself. Asensio had a decent match. Not the worst one, but not the best one. 7 out of 10 performance mid. It screams mid. But at least I'm happy he's getting the chances to redeem himself. It was not bad. He's trying to get back to form, and but I mean it's very hard considering he has Eder Militao over him and Dean Huijsen, and I think that's just basically impossible. I think Rudiger is also gonna have a hard time returning to the starting 11 with Dean Huijsen and Eder Militao playing as they are. So a 7 out of 10 for Asensio. I think he could have done better. Again, he was also out of position as a right back, and this formation in general with Carreras and center back, it was pretty weird, pretty bizarre. But here we are. Asensio right back, 7 out of 10, mid performance. He could have done better, but again, it's not his fault. Xavi probably tried to rest people for the match against Atletico, but I still wouldn't put him there. Uh, Mid, not much to say about him. And well, he had some interventions, he had some errors. Asensio did a decent match. Huijsen again did his job, very calm, took on 1v1s, he did very well. The only problem is he's very slow, he needs to increase his speed. But his passing, he did commit some errors, but his passing is still fine. Uh, Today was a weird formation, so he couldn't depend on Militao's speed to catch up against the others. But he still was very good. I'll give him a 7.5 out of 10. Dino is again pretty good. The defense today wasn't the most destacable part of the game. Madrid was very shaken by Levante, so it is to be critiqued. I wouldn't think anyone is above an 8. Yeah. Maybe Carreras. Carreras was awesome. He was just pretty good. Now, yeah, Carreras goes to an 8.5. Carreras was one of the best players in the pitch, even out of position. This man is one of the best signings that Madrid could have done. Really, really, I rate this guy a lot now. Like, I mean, this opened my eyes to this guy. This guy can play anywhere you want him to do in the backline, and he will do the passes, he will do the runs, and he will do everything you need him to do and more. And I think this guy is the definition of the Marcelo region for Madrid instead of Trent. Trent is just not. I mean, I don't know where we're gonna see him again, and clearly Trent is not having a good season at Madrid. But right now, Carreras is just the best signing of Madrid by far. Match after match is proving that he's the best in of the signings. Then we have Franco Mastantuono. Today, he keeps showing progress, and I like what I'm seeing of him. He's still not the best, but he is showing the progress. He has the technicality, he has the speed. Well, not the speed, but he has the technicality, the determination to score the goals. Uh, Surprisingly well done match by this guy. Scored a pretty good goal. It was a pretty good goal team. I should next time maybe consider adding photos of the goals and previously to the save. But I just I don't like to spend too much time. I'm just starting and I don't have views at all. I need to start thinking about that. And yeah, I think Mastantuono and Carreras, because I forgot about Carreras, deserve about the same thing. Mastantuono, I'm giving him an 8 and Carreras an 8.5. Then we have Federico Valverde. He is, I don't like calling him mid, but he had a decent. He doesn't. He hasn't had the best starts of the season, but I think it's because we see him most when the team is collapsing around him, when he has to run back and defend. And we see him as a captain there, but when the team is fine, just like Courtois, we don't see him often. When him and Courtois don't have to act, because that's what happened here. Courtois and him didn't have to act because there was no running in behind, and he also had a massive mistake that led to the first goal. He didn't take possession in space, blah 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 blah. But again, when this guy doesn't have to act, he doesn't look good. Even if he is very versatile and he can run and he can play up top, down there. But right now, yeah, I mean, what can I say? Nothing to this to be like pointing out. Decent match by Valverde. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Not a bad match. I just didn't see him often. Well, actually, I'm gonna go with a 7 for both Courtois and him. I'm gonna upgrade them. I don't think anyone did a bad match. Dani Ceballos was incredible. I'm gonna have to glaze this guy today. This was moving like prime cross today. What the hell? And even beyond prime cross, because he was using his physicality and dribbling skills. He may not have the pass, but he made it up with a dribble. And this guy took back the ball, recovered, passed, ran, dribbled. This guy is the reason our midfield looked like he did today. Incredible player. Jesus Christ, what a magician. He was the controller. He was the midfield maestro today. Congratulations to Sir Dani Ceballos. An insane player today. One of the defining factors of today's Real Madrid victory. Helped a lot in the midfield, helped a lot in the recovery, stopped many counters, did a lot of pressure. I mean, what can I say about this guy? He just did a fantastic match. Fran Garcia, mid. Better than Asensio, yes. Who got a 7? I don't remember 7. He got a 7.5, but he had a mid-match. Mid-match, all the way through. But he did what he does best well, running down the corner and putting it in the box. And we had some chances that they should have scored, that the team should have scored, made by this guy that just puts in the box and prays for a leg to appear. He got bodied. He's very tiny, and it showed during the match. But yeah, a 7.5, 7, pretty fair for Fran Garcia. Mid performance, but he was doing what he did best. I couldn't complain more than that. Guller. This guy is the second maestro of the day, the disciple maybe, but he was the second maestro. He did the pass that unlocked Mbappe for that second goal. Insane. Maybe the rest of the match he was a bit lazy around, but he was still very good. I'm gonna give him an 8 for that insane assist and the passing, and he was also he was a danger. I'm not gonna lie. This man with Ceballos gets a 9. Of course, Ceballos gets a 9, but this guy gets an 8.5. Guller, perfect pass. This guy is looking promising for his future. Young, talented, has the passing. He has a top striker to feed passes to. Has a top winger to feed passes to. It's just, there's no debate here. Guller has future potential and has the players to work with. Vini Jr. This is the type of Vinicius performance we need. 9.5. Vini Jr. Incredible performance. Ran like a madman, dribbled like a madman, scored like a madman. Like, if you saw the goal, he seemingly had no angle, but he just said, you know what, I can score it, and he did. This is the Vinicius we need. This is not the clown that always cries, like cried last season the whole year and said 10 times better, bro. I still remember that tweet, and I'm like, man, I was so disappointed with Vinicius last year, and this year, this half of the year, this new season, he looks to be back at least a bit. Scored a couple goals, an assist. Still not the best player, but 9.5. Vinicius Jr. Thank you, my friend, for scoring the goal that we needed. Now on to the final man. Kylian Mbappe. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not tired of saying it. This guy is the best guy in the world. This is the best player in the world we're seeing right now. When Mbappe is at his best, he is the best player in the world. And right now, he is at his best. I don't care. Oh yeah, penalty, Mbappe penalties. What do you want the referee to do? To not do that? Like that was the most clear penalty. Like against Marcel and the other ones. Yeah. Oh, solo ganan penalties, man. What do you want them to do? Do not take the penalty when it's a clear penalty? No. This guy scored a penalty today. Well done. And then scored a fantastic goal. Well done. What the fuck do you want me to say? 10 out of 10 performance, man of the match. Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe, how the fuck do you do this? Because he was out of the game for like 60 minutes. Till minute 60, I didn't see this guy as a danger. It's like, yeah, he has a stinker. He did not have a stinker. Okay? He scored 2 goals and made it very clear, I am going to be in my best performance. This man has been very, very, very strong, and for that reason, I want to give him the man of the match, my man of the match, which doesn't amount to anything. But again, Kylian Mbappe, 2 goals, pretty good. Vinicius, fantastic. In that, especially in that counter attack with Mastantuono and his goal, very fantastic. And Mastantuono, he's getting there. Rodrigo, well, let's talk about the bench a bit before leaving this off. We don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, right now everything is working, but once Bellingham returns, Camavinga returns, how is the bench gonna look? How is the team gonna look? Because Bellingham is a starter. He's undoubtedly one of the starters. He's like Vinicius and Mbappe on the thing. Big name, big money. You have to put him to play. Rodrigo, I think Rodrigo just took the place of a sub on the left wing. He's just not gonna play right wing. That's up to Brahim and Mastantuono now. They're fighting for that place, Brahim and Mastantuono. Camavinga, he's gonna either be playing left back or I change to Chouameni. I don't think he's starting. I don't know what's gonna happen to Hendrik because we have Gonzalo, and Gonzalo has just had an insane World Cup year too, a Club World Cup year. That is to remember, and Hendrik just keeps getting injured, so I don't know what to say. Trent and Carvajal are just gonna be fighting it on. I think if Carvajal performs pretty well during the Champions League and the match against Atletico, he's gonna take the spot because I mean it's not that hard to take Trent's spot. The bench in general looks wearing because we don't know what's gonna be the changes. Are we gonna have to take away players? Yeah, we're gonna have to take away players. Raúl Asensio maybe goes down to the B team. Well, I mean he's already registered for the first team. This is a problem. This is clearly a problem that Madrid has to fix. We have to manage our squad, and we have too much stacked material here. Because we just have stacked materials. We just have stack upon stack upon stack upon stack the materials. Thankfully, Mastantuono can play in Castilla, so he's not out for the season. But once Bellingham returns, what is going to happen to him? Xavi clearly wants him as a right wing. Who is going down then? Is it gonna be Rodrigo? Is it gonna be? I mean, I wouldn't think Rodrigo went down. Who's going to get out of the alineation? Is it Valverde? I wouldn't get him out. Because even if you don't see it, Valverde is just very versatile and he can be up and down and left, right. Chouameni has been having the best matches of his life. Mbappe is just too good. Gullit is still progressing and he's looking very good. You don't have a change. And it's becoming a problem because as we approach Bellingham's recovery date, we have to approach it differently now. The season cannot be, oh, we put Mbappe, Vini, Mastantuono, Federico, Chouameni, Gullit. That can't be the midfield anymore. That can't be the team anymore. We might have to think about a Diamond 4-4-2. I mean, a diamond 4-4-2, yeah, well, 4-1-2-1-2, whatever you want to fucking call it. And see if Mastantuono stays on the bench and Camavinga on the bench and Bellingham comes in as a midfield guy with Valverde, Chouameni. The only problem there is that then, I mean, Arda Güler is there too. Uh, but yeah, the midfield is four would be Arda Güler, Bellingham, and Chouameni and Valverde. And I think that's how it would work best. We would have to bench Mastantuono. Not a big deal. You got Mbappe and Vinny up top. The defense is already set, I think. I don't care who talks about Rudiger. Oh, Rudiger, I don't care. No, no. He's old. And right now, either Militao and Hoysen are just miles better. And the same goes for Asensio. Oh, he's young, and he's Asensio is miles worse than Carreras and Carvajal. And, yeah, you're just not going over them. I think Rudiger is time to transfer out, and Alaba as well, so we can clean up the bench a bit, so we can have bench spaces, and maybe one young talent that we see around and say, hey, this guy could be a great defender, and we sign him in, and now we have a great defender to play just in case the other one doesn't play. Just like we have Jacobo Ramon, and then we sold him because that's the model of Real Madrid. So maybe we could just do that. Hire, get a new kid. The kid is good. Sell him for a profit. Rinse and repeat. But yeah, I think for today, total day, I said 9.5 rating for Madrid. The team looked awful for one moment, but then it just clicked in and just absolutely destroyed Levante. It looks like it like every match day that we like, oh, we're weak, and then we just fucking pop off. I do have to warn Madrid if someone ever watches this. If we keep playing like we did today, we are not like we are not gonna be winning against Barcelona or the Champions League because for those types of matches you have to be strong from the start. Those teams are not gonna let you rest. They're not gonna let you think. You're gonna have to break through them. You're gonna have to match their energy if you want to play against them. That's all for today. I think Barcelona is gonna be our biggest opponent in the near future. I think in the Champions League, even when we lose against Man City and Liverpool, which I the only thing people I think we should lose to, if we were to lose to somebody, uh, Man City and Liverpool. If we win the rest of the matches, I think we should be fine. But Barcelona, we have to win them because of what they did to us last year. We have to win. But I can't help but feel like Barcelona will absolutely destroy us because of how we play at the start. Xavi is a good coach. Yeah, he is. He wins. He's won 6 of the matches that he had in the league without counting the Champions League. 7 out of 7, maybe if we count the Champions League. But against teams like PSG who are intense, collapsed the system. The system collapsed. Got gold. We didn't know what to do. I mean, we had good things out of that match. Militao came and he was fantastic. And Carvajal came, and I think one of the problems in that match is that we didn't have Dean Huijsen, which I think is a key here. Dean Huijsen is super chill on the ball, very good guy. But yeah, it's a bit late today. The video came out late, so I had a friend come up and I like started talking with them, and like you know, when your mother meets a friend and like they just start talking and you're like, fuck, just let me go. Well, this is exactly what happened with me and my friend, and we just talked. So yeah, I'm gonna meet like Lebanese. Oh my days, Levante. 4-1, pretty good victory. On to the next one, and hopefully we can improve our first minutes so that doesn't happen that we have to rush back uh, to like be nervous during the first minutes. Thank God we scored 2 goals first. Otherwise, we would have been gone.